Good morning, Derek Sanderson here, Keller Williams Realty, Chico, California, coming at you for today's Monday morning market update for September 21st, 2020. So if you're tuning in for the first time, essentially what I do is I go through and we break down what's going on in the single family residential here in Chico, California. And as always, if you have any questions about any other segment of the real estate market or even other areas within Butte County, just reach out to me at this number right here. You can text or call, that's my cell phone, and I'd love to be able to get that information to you. So we're gonna take a look at what's active on the market, what's going on right now. We're gonna see what's gone on in the last 7 days and then the last 30 days. So you can tell by this wonderful whiteboard here. So without further ado, why don't we jump in and take a look at kind of what's going on right now as about 8 a.m. here in Chico. So active, if you watched last week, we saw a big dip in those numbers and they're still low at 111. Single family residential on the market here in Chico right now. And the pending number is 162. So you can tell, obviously, there's more pending than active. And you'll see here in just a minute when we go to the slide that shows what's happened in the last 7 days, we still are not having that many homes come back on the market to be able to replace those that are going pending or that are going sold. So that's what's going on right there. For these 111 homes, we have a median list price. So a median list price, that median list price is sitting at $477. The thing to remember about the difference between an average and the median is this. The average is you add up all the numbers and divide it by how many numbers you have. The median lines them up from the least expensive to the most expensive, and then it goes right in the middle. What is that median price? So when you line it up that way, that's where that median list price comes from. And lastly, for those 111 homes, the average days on market is sitting at 64 days. So just over 2 months. Again, if you have followed along at all over the last couple months, last couple weeks, you'll see a big difference between this number and the average days on market for the homes that sold. So before we jump to those 30 days, what's gone on in the last 30 days, let's take a quick look. This is what's gone on in the last week here in Chico. Only 11 new single-family residential homes have hit the market. 28 have gone under contract, and we've had 34 homes sell. So the new listings and under contract have dropped, and the new listings are rated the same. Under contract went up just a little, and the sold jumped up quite a bit. So that's kind of what's gone on in the last 7 days, and that's also being reflected with what we're seeing in the market today. It is definitely a seller's market out there. Okay, let's take a quick look at the last 30 days to get a little bit bigger of a snapshot here in Chico. So we had 110 homes sell here in Chico in the last 30 days, with the average days on market being only 22 days. What that tells me is if you price your house right, then it's not going to sit on the market for 64 days. There's only a few things that you can control with your home when you're selling. That's price and condition. You can't pick up the house and move it. Well, you could, but you're probably not going to. So if you price your home correctly for the condition that it's in, you will sell it fairly quick. So that's averages on market. The average list price and the average sales price for these has jumped up a little bit. 487, 993, and 486, 627. So those are the numbers that we're sitting at right now for what's going on in Chico. We've got our active, the last 30. We looked at what's going on in the last 7 days. Here's what it looks like. It looks like the market is slowing down here in Chico. Again, I put that slowing in air quotes only because we're not seeing buying slow down. We're seeing the amount of active listings slowing down, and obvious supply and demand. You have less listings, the prices are going to stay elevated because of supply and demand. There's still demand for homes out there. How do we know that? This number right here, 162 homes are pending right now in Chico. So again, that tells us buyers are still buying. And what is driving those buyers? With COVID-19 going on, everything that's happening, what is it that's driving buyers? And part of that is this right here. It's the average mortgage interest rate. As of this morning at 8 a.m., I looked it up. It's sitting at 3.04%, just above 3%. And that's still crazy low. It's been hovering between about 3.1 and 2.85. That is pennies on the dollar when you're looking at borrowing money for a home. So that's today's Monday morning market update here in Chico. As always, you can get a hold of me right at this number right here if you have any questions, if you want a sounding board, something to think about. And I'll end with this. If you've thought about listing in the spring, 6 months from now, you need to seriously be considering and have a conversation with somebody you trust in the real estate industry about what that looks like to actually sell in the next 2 to 3 months because of where we see the market probably going for sellers. I'll do another video about that here sometime this week. So you'll want to make sure you tune in for that. Otherwise, have an incredible week, and I will see you guys later this week for why and what we're seeing in the market for the next 6 months-ish. And then I'll see you next Monday for Monday Morning Market Update. Have a good one, guys.